Live from our studios at One Television Plaza, this is your Mid-Ohio Valley Morning Brief.
Good morning, Mid-Ohio Valley, and thanks for joining us for your morning brief. I'm Emma Grace Myers.
And I'm Henry Grof. Hopefully everybody is doing well this morning. I know some people still weren't able to see this morning, still looking at a little bit of some patchy fog, but not as widespread as yesterday.
No, I was able to easily find my car this morning in my apartment parking lot.
And if she's able to find her car easily this morning, you know today is going to be a good day, right?
Without my contacts in or my glasses on.
Well, today is going to get a lot better because it is going to warm up a lot more noticeably compared to yesterday. But of course, we still had to deal with some problems this morning. Earlier, we were taking a look here in downtown Parkersburg and over into Belpre, where the fog has been coming in and out. But that is now going to continue to clear this morning, and we're going to be looking at some of those warmer temperatures, even into the upper 50s to low 60s. And I say you have to get outside today and enjoy it because, Emma Grace, unfortunately, there is some rain in the forecast we have to deal with.
It definitely, the 60s are not sticking around.
Yeah, they're not going to be sticking around for that long. So we'll look at Wednesday for that first round of rain, and then the second round that is unfortunately going to usher in some colder weather into the weekend. That comes through Thursday night and into Friday morning. So looking at the next 24 hours, we will see another increase in cloud cover. But again, get outside, upper 50s, some even into the low 60s today. But Emma Grace, into tonight, down into the upper 40s.
Yeah, down into the 40s is beautiful words.
It is going to feel different tomorrow morning. So that's enough of the good news for me. What do we have this morning in our headlines?
Yeah, so yesterday we were talking about our local Olympian over in Athens, and we're going to keep talking about her today because she's only one win away from gold now. Gwen Phillips is a goalie with the U.S. women's hockey team currently competing at the Winter Olympics. According to Athens Mayor Steve Patterson, Phillips is the first Olympian from the city. Phillips grew up in Athens before attending Shadyside Academy in Pittsburgh and Northeastern University in Boston. Mayor Patterson says the city is cheering her on with a banner over the intersection of Court and Washington Street as she chases the gold.
You know, you can see the banner behind me to where, you know, we're getting the word out and recognizing the fact that one of our homegrown who grew up on Bird Arena, which is on Ohio University's campus, as a small child, just an amazing goalie that in my conversations, not only with her family, but with her past coaches, that she was a phenom when they recognized her when she was just a small child. And some of that probably came from having to play against her big brother and was probably put behind the net and said, here, you be goalie today.
Mayor Patterson added that Phillips is the pride and joy of Athens. We wish her luck. I think it's funny he mentioned, you know, she got good because she had to be goalie for her older brother.
Yeah.
I think that is a very common sentiment for a lot of women in sports.
And you have a younger brother or older brother? Older brother.
Mm-hmm. 2 years older than me. We played all of the same sports. So I got very used to losing at a young age because I was short until high school, and my brother is 6'4".
6'4".
So imagine little 5'4" Emma as a freshman in high school going against a junior who is 6'4". I lost a lot.
But then back to ice hockey. We're actually able to watch a little bit of the game yesterday. It was on NBC. They were phenomenal.
Yeah.
I think when we were last watching, it was like 5-1. I forget what the final score was.
Yeah, I didn't.
But they had a huge lead.
Because I know the U.S. women's team's only been scored on once the entire Olympics so far.
Oh, maybe I got it wrong.
As of yesterday, I before the game, I don't remember what the score was.
I mean, they already had a huge lead, and that's probably why we forgot what the exact score was.
They're just too good.
They're going to go for gold, so
and I believe they're going to take it home.
You think they're going to take it home?
I think they are.
I think they're going to take it home.
I believe they play tomorrow morning.
Yes.
Or Thursday morning.
It should be around that time.
There's
so many Olympic games going on. Again, my schedule is only around curling at the moment.
Of course. Well, now you have to add Olympics, not Olympics, you have to add hockey to your Olympic schedule.
And then it's too packed. Too much going on. But Let's move on to our next story. So President's Day was yesterday.
Right.
And for President's Day honors all those who have served as the nation's commander-in-chief. Here in Parkersburg, the Blennerhassett Hotel claims its own piece of presidential history. Then Senator John F. Kennedy stayed at the hotel twice in May of 1960 while campaigning for his party's presidential nomination. The hotel commemorates the president's visits with memorabilia displayed prominently on the first floor and in the JFK-inspired Kennedy Suite. Items the hotel displays include a replica of the rocking chair favored by Kennedy and a letter the president sent to then Blennerhassett owner Robert Huck. Blennerhassett Hotel co-owner Lee Eric Rector says Kennedy's visit to the hotel remain a point of pride to this day.
He was so beloved to the country, and we felt honored to know that John F. Kennedy had stayed a night at the Blennerhassett Hotel. Actually, a couple times through his campaign in the 1960s.
He also says commemorating Kennedy's time at the Blennerhassett coincides with the hotel's wider efforts to keep local history alive. And that's another important thing to mention is the local history.
Yeah, I know they do a lot with like ghost tours and other historical tours, which is really fun.
I know a lot of people love those ghost tours.
I am one of those people.
Especially around Halloween.
I love a ghost tour. I have been, most times when I go to a city, I try to wrangle whoever I'm with into a ghost tour. I think they're fun. It's a good mix of history and spooky.
That is true. But yeah, the Kennedy history, that is also very fascinating. I know a lot of people here in the Mid-Ohio Valley know about the history of the Blennerhassett and the Kennedys.
It's very fun. Good little look at history for President's Day. But let's move on to our last story. Hitting a pothole can do more than just ruin your day. It could cost you hundreds of dollars in car repairs. Potholes are popping up across the area, and local mechanic Kenny Westfall says he's seen the damage firsthand. From busted tires to broken suspension parts, the repair bills can add up fast. Westfall says the damage goes beyond just tires, and repairs can range in monetary value.
Normally you bust a tire, some damage to the ball joint. A customer could probably know by the noise it might make or pulling on the vehicle.
More on how car insurance covers pothole damage is available on our website, WTAP.com.
I do have to say, Mario Kart growing up really taught me how to avoid potholes on the roads.
I wish I could say the same, but I think that Mario Kart probably actually made me a worse driver.
It's just, imagine the pothole is like a banana peel in the game, then have to dodge around it.
But I am inherently a reckless driver in Mario Kart. I will knock you off of the road. Just to make you lose.
Maybe my analogy was a terrible idea to bring up.
Not for me. Maybe for you that's great. But I win at any cost when it comes to Mario Kart.
Same for me too. But on the topic of potholes, they're still really difficult to get around.
Yeah.
Because if you're not paying attention, you're gonna hit one.
Yeah, I think my car's been through it this winter season. Yeah.
Luckily my car, or maybe I just don't remember hitting potholes.
Yeah, I think my car's tough. It can handle it.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe.
But remember, it is still going to take a lot of time to get all of those potholes filled in, especially because next week is going to get colder. We could see more potholes coming back again.
I don't want to talk to you. Why do you have to bring it up?
I'm just letting people know what they're going to expect. I don't want to lie to everybody.
I think you should lie to me more and stop hurting my feelings every morning.
Well, we just need to be reminded of what's coming today. Upper 50s. Thank you, Austin.
Okay. Well, let's move on to national news so Henry can stop talking about the weather because Lunar New Year celebrations kick off today as the year of the horse begins. Billions of people worldwide will join in the 15-day Spring Festival. It's widely considered the most important event of the year in China and Chinese communities around the world. Celebrations vary depending on the country or region, but there are a few common traditions. Some of them include a big dinner with family, cash gifts and red packets for kids, and deep cleaning the home to get rid of bad luck from the past year. The horse is one of 12 Chinese zodiac signs represented by animals in the Lunar New Year calendar cycle.
And we talked about what our signs were. So mine is the rabbit, yours was?
The ram.
And then Austin, I already forgot what his was.
The pig?
The pig?
The pig.
It is the pig.
So
we're all complete opposites of each other.
Yeah, I don't really like mine. I wish I had a cooler animal. I don't want to be like the snake.
I kind of like mine being the rabbit, fast and agile.
Is that what you are? Fast and agile?
No. No, but for those celebrating the year of the horse, good luck. The only reason why I say that is because whenever I think about the horse, I think about the Ferrari logo.
And you're hoping that Ferrari has some good luck this year?
And I'm hoping they do well this year in Formula One because they've been on a bad luck streak so far.
Bad luck streak.
So good luck, Lewis Hamilton.
And Charles.
Can't forget about him.
Oh, the rabbit's considered the luckiest.
Yeah,
according
Austin
to our
is
director.
telling us that in the back. Thank you for sharing some information, Austin.
Does that make you feel better?
It does make me feel better. And then he tells me that the rabbit is gentle, kind, patient, and quiet.
You're not quiet.
No. Am I also patient?
No.
No. So maybe I'm not the rabbit.
Maybe you were born the wrong year. Oh, you're compatible with Austin's. The pig.
Oh, that's good.
You're not compatible with me.
That's why we're good friends and cheering on Chase Elliott trying to win the Daytona 500 and then being really sad after that doesn't happen.
You had a rough weekend. That's putting it kindly. But we have more fun stories coming up in our What's Trending after the break, including the solar eclipse that's happening today and a Stranger Things wedding.
Interesting.
I know. I love a wedding and I love Stranger Things.
And of course, we're going to be talking about how warm it's going to be getting this weekend, how long it could last.
Now, here's your first alert weather update with meteorologist Henry Grof.
Well, even though we have to deal with a little bit of some patchy fog this morning, we are going to be seeing some improving conditions, especially that warmer weather arriving for your afternoon, which you really need to take advantage of because once we hit those upper 50s and getting into the low 60s this week, we do have that chance of rain coming back tomorrow and then again later into the week. And that's what's going to be ushering in that colder weather going into Saturday and Sunday, and especially the start of next week. So while we do have some periods of quiet weather, take advantage of today. Even you have another chance throughout the day Thursday before that next round arrives going into Thursday night. But let's take a look at when that first round is going to be moving through. So as we look ahead with Futurecast, unfortunately, plenty of cloud cover will be rolling back in later this afternoon and throughout tonight. And then those showers should be arriving anywhere between 8 to 9 o'clock tomorrow. Starting off light to moderate, still that potential for some isolated heavy downpours going into the early afternoon. But as we approach the second half of the afternoon, all of this activity should be moving out of the way and will usher back in that quiet weather going into Thursday before that next system makes its arrival. And this is what's going to be bringing in that potential for some thunderstorms. We're likely going to see that across the Midwest, and then that could lead to some rumbles of thunder going into Thursday night. But once this is all said and done going into Friday morning, that's what's going to usher in that colder weather for us through the weekend and into the start of next week. Now, speaking of that chance for thunderstorms, there is that outlined risk for some strong to severe storms in the green and yellow. 2 out of 5 across portions of Illinois and into southwest Ohio around Cincinnati. For southeast Ohio and the Middle Ohio Valley, we're not under that risk for severe weather, so we'll continue to keep an eye on that for you as we move through the rest of the week. But for today, we'll see that fog dissipating, a bit of some sunshine for your late morning, but then more cloud cover for the afternoon as we approach those upper 50s. Into tonight, dropping down into the upper 40s, so it's actually not going to feel too cold tomorrow morning, but of course, we'll see those showers arriving. And then we do have some more dry weather into your Thursday before that next round of rain and storms arrive. And take a look at your 7-day forecast. This one for Emma Grace because it doesn't show the cold weather for the weekend. But then for everybody else, unfortunately, it is going to be getting colder into the weekend. Could see that chance for some rain and snow on Sunday and into Monday, all the way down into the mid-30s. Now, let's take a look at what's trending.
Thank you for that
No problem.
censoring. I appreciate it.
You asked earlier if we could get rid of it, and I said I could get rid of it. Disappeared.
I do appreciate it. I don't like to see it. But
well, what are we going to start first with what's trending?
we're gonna start. Obviously, I'm a big Stranger Things fan. I watched.
Heard plenty of it.
Yeah, our director Austin right now is watching season 5. So we have a bit of a Stranger Things story because star Maya Hawke tied the knot on Valentine's Day. The 27-year-old actress and singer married fellow musician Christian Lee Hudson in New York. Her famous parents, Ethan Hawke and Uma Thurman, were there to watch. Several of her Stranger Things castmates also attended. Hawke joined the show in season 3 as the sarcastic and adventurous Robin Buckley. She continues through its season 5 series finale.
I'm a bit of a Maya Hawke fan. Have you seen her in Asteroid City?
You know the answer is no.
You haven't seen. I think she was great in Asteroid City.
She was great she was in Little Women. What else has she been in?
I should know that.
Yeah, she is Rockin' Robin as well.
But I am a fan of Maya Hawke, so congratulations, and I can't wait to see what other shows or movies she's going to be in now that Stranger Things is done.
I know she did a great job in Stranger Things. I mean you fall in love with her in season 3 and you just stay in love with.
I have not watched season 5 yet.
Well, I was saying you stay in love with her through all the seasons.
Okay.
Come on, Henry.
Well, let's move on to our next story. The most dramatic type of solar eclipse is happening today, the so-called Ring of Fire. Occurs only with some of the eclipses. It's when the moon is far enough away to cover the sun entirely, but still appears smaller. That's when you can see the rays of the sun encircle the moon in a spectacular sight. The bad news is you're not going to be able to see that. Only some who are in Antarctica, and none of us are there right now.
I don't think I ever want to be in Antarctica, but you could see it, some of it in South America, and that feels more my speed temperature-wise.
But I still remember back around 2024 when we had a solar eclipse coming across the country. I mean, I remember me and Austin after the noon newscast, we hopped in our car and then we just went straight up into Columbus.
To watch it?
Yes, to watch it.
I was in class when it went over DC, and our teacher did let us leave class and go look at it.
Really? Your teacher didn't let you watch it?
No, she did.
She did.
We went out as a whole
Sorry,
class.
I had Austin still talking in my ear.
No, we had a whole little class, and a couple people had the glasses, so we were passing them around. It felt like an elementary school little trip, but we were college students.
I still miss that solar eclipse, and I think the next one's not going to be around the 2040s.
Gosh, we're going to be like 40
Don't say it.
I won't be 40 yet. You'll be over 40.
There's some things you don't need to say.
And yet I still choose to say them.
Just like me when you tell me not to say things.
Yeah, you don't listen to me. Why would I listen to you?
Now, some other things to say this morning is some fun facts about our Daybreak Trivia question.
Yeah, we do have some fun facts. So today's question was, what car overtook the Model T as the world's best-selling car? And the answer was the Volkswagen Beetle. Oh gosh, I put this number.
15,007,034th Volkswagen Beetle came off the assembly line.
Yes, thank you for numbers are rough for me. But that broke a world record for car production held more than 4 decades by the Ford Motor Company's iconic Model T, which was in production from 1908 to 1927.
I kind of have a little bit of nostalgia for the Beetle because my dad had one in our garage. Unfortunately, he sold it, so kind of miss it. I still think the new Beetles, they don't make them anymore, but the one with the more flat roof, I think that still looks like a cool car.
I would love to drive like an old Beetle.
Yeah.
Especially if it was a fun color. That would be like a dream car. I'm never going to do it because I don't want to have to maintain an old car. But
and plus also with the older Beetles, you can always trick your friend into saying, oh, I own a rear engine car, just like a sports car.
Because that's totally something that I would say and know what that means. Right, Henry, of course.
Okay, I'll just live in my own fantasy over here.
I think that's where you permanently stay, in all honesty, Henry, with your sports opinions.
My car opinions and my sports opinions as well, both of them.
Fantasy world. But thank you guys for joining us this morning for our morning brief, and we will see you again at the noon. But he's Henry Grof, and I'm Emma Grace Myers.